everybody, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. Happy Thursday, or what I call Friday Eve, and y'all know Friday is my favorite day of the week. That is my pizza and Netflix movie night, and your girl is going to be binge watching the final season of The Crown. Now the first 4 installments have dropped today, and the final will be on December 4th. Now I know a lot of y'all do not like The Crown or Netflix, but I'm going to go ahead and watch it and review it for you because I'm very interested to see how they're going to portray the death of Princess Diana as well as Harry and William. There's a rumor they could include the storyline of the infamous Nazi uniform, so I'm interested to see how they're going to sway that story. I've also heard from people who have already seen it that there were some small digs at a certain couple from Montecito. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I'm definitely going to binge watch it for you this weekend and give you a full report. But you guys, we have a lot of juicy royalty to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So we have some interesting royal history news, and y'all know I love my royal history. A couple of months ago, I did a feature on Philippa Langley, who was the lady who famously discovered the remains of King Richard III in a parking lot, and they based a movie called The Lost King on her life. Well, now Philippa has come out with a huge bombshell claim stating she has solved a 540-year mystery on what happened to the princes in the tower. Now, a lot of people believe that King Richard III was an evil man and he locked up his 2 nephews in the tower and possibly executed them. But she says that's 100% not true, and that she discovered 4 documents that prove the princes in the tower actually were exiled and not executed, and that we have been victims of 500 years of Tudor propaganda. So now Philippa Langley has paired up with a broadcaster by the name of Rob Reinder, and the 2 of them are starring in a brand new Channel 4 documentary, The Princes in the Tower, The New Evidence, to examine one of the greatest cold cases in English history. Now they're traveling around Europe to delve into some medieval archives. Now, ahead of his forensic examination, Rob, who is known as Judge Reinder for his courtroom reality TV show, said he was initially skeptical the duo would make any headway, saying, "I was cynical and critical, let's be clear." But surprisingly, the one-off special, which airs tomorrow night, ends with him declaring that he believes the documents found by Philippa and her team are genuine, vindicating her belief that the princes were not killed in the Tower of London. So back in April of 1483, King Edward IV of England died unexpectedly after a short illness. His sons, Edward, the 12-year-old heir to the throne, and Richard, 9, were locked in the Tower of London by their uncle, who claimed the crown for himself. Now, they were last seen alive in the autumn of 1483. The Channel 4 film looks at a series of discoveries that suggest they could have been alive after this date. The most startling pieces of evidence are 2 documents that appear to show the princes were alive a decade after they were presumed to have been murdered. One, found in the archive of Dresden, Germany, is said to be a pledge from Richard, Duke of York, the younger prince, to pay 30,000 florins, more than 2 million in today's money, to Duke Albert of Saxony. It includes what appears to be his signature and an intact royal seal. Another document dated from 1493, uncovered in Holland, is written like a first-hand account from the younger prince. It details how he apparently had his head shaved and was put in a drab shirt before being taken to Europe and then Ireland, where he was anointed. Now, many people believe that the remains of the 2 children, the princes in the tower, are in fact under the Tower of London. The bodies are now interred in royal crypts, so permission from the monarch is needed before tests can be carried out regarding DNA. Now, the late Queen, however, blocked them from doing the DNA testing. However, it is reported that King Charles takes a very different view and may actually give them permission to test the bodies for royal DNA. Now, Philippa has a brand new book, The Princes in the Tower, Solving History's Greatest Cold Case, is also published tomorrow. Says they are continuing to make new discoveries, but she is not revealing what they are. Now, Philippa believes that they're entering into phase 2 of the mystery. There are so many pieces of the jigsaw puzzle. She has spent the past 7 years working on the Missing Princes project, and unlike the methods used by most historians, she has recruited 300 people, which she calls the People's Army, whose expertise she sought before presenting her evidence to Rob. Now, we know that she is part of the Richard III Society, which they believe he was innocent, and I think they want to prove that the princes in the tower were not killed. So do you believe Philippa's claim that the princes of the tower actually escaped? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. So did he or didn't he? That is the question that has been circulating over the last couple of days in regards to King Charles's birthday, and did Prince Harry call him? I've heard a lot of conflicting reports. In my opinion, I actually do not believe it happened, although a source from Buckingham Palace apparently said a phone call did take place and that another one is scheduled for next week. So I don't know if I believe that, if it actually is a Buckingham Palace source. Other people have said that according to, the Sussex camp, Prince Harry had intended to call his father because, again, he wants to make himself look like a great guy. I'm such a great guy. I'm going to call my pa. I'm going to call my pa. Right? But what do they say? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. It's like, you ever meet those people? They call you on holidays or your birthday, and then they treat you like crap the other 364 days of the year. But I'm going to call you on Christmas and wish you a happy birthday. But it's a very hollow and vapid birthday wish, because you can't trash people, hurt people over and over and over, and then act like I'm going to be this big, great person. I'm going to extend the olive branch, and I'm going to tell the entire world publicly how I'm going to call you on your birthday because I'm such a nice guy. And Meghan, she's just, Snow White. She's so sweet. We're going to have the kids do a little video because we're so nice. But it's like, it's vapid. It's hollow. I've had people do that to me and they're like, happy birthday. And I'm like, okay, thanks. But you're a horrible person. But okay, I still have the knife marks in my back where you stabbed me. But thanks for that hollow, empty greeting. Am I supposed to bend down and be so grateful because I know you didn't mean it? It's fake. And so with Harry and Meghan, everything is very orchestrated. Everything is very fake. And the timing, of course, came when people were saying that Harry and Meghan snubbed his birthday invitation. And then he's like, but I wasn't invited. But I'm going to call my pa because I'm such a nice guy. I'm a bigger person. I'm going to do the olive branch because we just care. We're so caring over here, right? But again, according to insiders at the palace, it simply couldn't have happened because his diary was full. King Charles was busy. He did 2 royal engagements during the day and had a private party in the evening, so at no time was he available to take a supposed phone call from Montecito. And let's be honest, would you want to take that phone call from those 2 people who have caused you so much pain, who said vile things about your wife in his book, calling her a villain? And here's the other thing. Yesterday, snippets from Omid Scobie's new book, Endgame, just dropped, where, surprise, more intimate family secrets were revealed. So you got to know that the royal family is on guard. Even if they took a phone call, let's say it happened, it's like, hi, how are you? Thanks for calling. How are the kids? How's the weather? See you later. They're not going to talk for hours and hours. It's not going to be heartfelt, and they're certainly not going to open themselves up to where anything they say or do is going to be shared in an upcoming book. You cannot trust people like Harry and Meghan. They are fake. I believe the relationship between Harry and his family is so far gone there's no way he can come back unless he divorces Meghan. And even then, it might be a slippery slope and a very long road ahead to recovery. So apparently, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are now trying to distance themselves away from Omid Scobie and his brand new book, Endgame. According to sources close to the Sussexes, they deny that they were involved in the biography after an extract appeared in People magazine. Do we believe that story, considering the fact that they collaborated in the book Finding Freedom and lied about it? Again, the optics and the timing are very bad, considering the fact that story is circulating that in fact a phone call did happen between Prince Harry and his father, and that they're going to speak next week. So I can guarantee you, if that story is true, this is not going to help in the thawing of that relationship. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle had nothing to do with Omid Scobie's biography, Endgame, these Sussex insiders have said. Experts have said that the Sussexes' favored royal reporter's new book is threatening a potential thawing in relations between the king and his youngest son. I would say, I don't think that's the only thing that is ruining a potential thawing. I believe their actions have done that already. Mail Online understands that Meghan and Harry categorically deny any suggestion they are affiliated with the book or Mr. Scobie, who had been friendly with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and co-wrote their book Finding Freedom. Now many people believe that he is no longer a part of the Sussex camp. Now, the denial came after Harry and Meghan's olive branch to the king on his 75th birthday. Again, a very vapid attempt at an olive branch. Now, part of Omid Scobie's book, which was shared with People magazine, he claims that Harry remained in the dark about the Queen's health in her final moments. It also alleges that it was Meghan who urged Harry to answer his phone when Charles called him from an unknown number to reveal that the Queen was close to death before asking him to make his way to Balmoral, but by making it very clear that Meghan was not to come because of protocol, although Meghan realized she was not wanted. Of course, Cruella de Vil, you're not wanted. You're an evil woman. Who the hell would want you there? Now, Mr. Scobie writes, Charles had cited protocol, but the reality was that Kate chose to stay back to pick up the children from their first day at a new school. They just didn't want Meghan there. Duh. The book also claims that Prince William ignored Harry's text messages, forcing him to charter his own plane. William clearly didn't want to see his brother. Again, do you blame him? Now, a lot of people are slamming Omid Scobie for piggybacking off of the King's 75th birthday. And of course, today, they've released the final installment of The Crown. So, we all know that Omid Scobie has this weird obsession with Prince William. And in his book, he is gunning for Catherine and William, painting them into a very ugly corner. For whatever reason, he hates the royal family, but he especially, in my opinion, hates William. So Omid Scobie is definitely gunning for William in his book. It also says in the book that William believes that Harry is brainwashed and that he doesn't like this version of Prince Harry that Prince Harry has become. Now, I can believe that because Harry has changed into a completely different person since he married Meghan Markle. According to a royal expert, Phil Dampier, he said, we all know that Scobie is their mouthpiece and he gets his information directly or indirectly from the Sussexes. So anything which is hurtful to Charles, Camilla, William, and Kate will just make things much worse. Let's put it to you this way. We don't see Harry and Meghan coming over for a family Christmas. He added the king has always left the door open for his son and will continue to do so, but in reality, if there are more serious allegations in Scobie's book, it will be a setback for any chance of a reconciliation. So the fact that Harry and Meghan expect people to blindly believe that they had absolutely nothing to do with Omid Scooby-Doo's brand new book, Endgame, is actually laughable. They have been proven liars even in a court of law where Jason Knopf busted them for lying and brought royal receipts. And then they had to come back and said, oh, that's right. We're sorry. We've forgotten about those 9,000 emails, phone calls, and text messages in the interview that we gave for Omid Scooby-Doo, but you're absolutely right. We actually did kind of collaborate, but we must have forgotten all about that, meaning Meghan Markle really thought that her text messages deleted after 30 days, but they didn't, and Jason Knopf busted her. Now she's being sued by her sister Samantha Markle for spreading lies and misinformation in the Oprah Winfrey interview and in Omid Scooby-Doo's book, Finding Freedom. But we're supposed to believe that Meghan and Harry just tell the truth. They're innocent victims once again being victimized by their official, unofficial mouthpiece, Omid Scooby-Doo, who always has the inside information, yet they never sue him. That's interesting. He has a lot of insider information, but yet he never gets sued by the Sue Happy Sussexes. But now they want us to believe they have nothing to do at all with this book. Nope, wasn't us. But he literally is telling you private information of personal things that happened between Harry and the royal family during the time of the Queen's death, that nobody would have had that personal information. But we're supposed to believe Harry and Meghan, wink, wink, that they're innocent and they have nothing to do with this book. In my opinion, if they don't come out with a lawsuit for Omid Scooby-Doo, then I'm going to believe 100% that they had sources, meaning themselves or their staff, supplying it to Omid Scooby-Doo. I don't think Omid Scooby-Doo is going to take it for the team. Once again, he's already taken it for the team and said they didn't collaborate in the book, and then he got caught lying in a court of law. Are you going to go down with the ship again, Omid Scooby-Doo, and once again lie that you didn't get your sources directly from the horse's mouth, which is little Prince Harry and Meghan Markle? I guess you're thinking you're making a lot of money from this book, or you're getting a kickback or something, because they're going to slam you and blame you, and they're going to keep on denying it because they're trying to make themselves smell like a rose, and they're trying to salvage their damaged reputation and possibly do a reconciliation with his pa, my pa, because we all know that Harry needs that royal connection. So what do you guys think? Do you believe the story that Harry and Meghan had nothing to do, once again, with the book from Omid Scooby-Doo? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.